Two breaking stories this 4th of July morning. A deadly shooting with a suspect on the run in Columbus and a crash with serious injuries in Madison. We want to check in first with our Brooklyn Andrews, who is live in Columbus for us. Brooklyn.
Yeah, hey, Mackenzie. Right now, we do know that the suspect has fled the scene in a southwesterly direction from where we're standing this morning. We are on the corner of James and Ludington Street, downtown Columbus. As you mentioned, a man is dead from gunshot wounds. Officers arrived on the scene around 1:30 to what they thought were fireworks, but turns out there was a man with gunshot wounds, and they did find several casings in the area. That man has since passed, and as we mentioned, no suspect in custody right now. They're urging anyone in the downtown area with cameras, ring doorbells, whether that's a business or residential, to please check those because you could be extremely influential in this case. As you can see, the Wisconsin Crime Lab is on scene right now as they kicked off their investigation about an hour and a half ago. And it's notable that we are on the main strip of where the 4th of July parade takes place every single year here in Wisconsin. But today, this crime scene behind us is going to take precedence. So if they are not wrapped up by the start of that parade, they're going to have to reroute the route of that parade, and that could be influential when I know a lot of people come out here early, put chairs up. We've already seen some being placed out this morning, so make sure you're staying up to date with your local media here that can kind of direct you best to where that parade will be. Now, we're still working to learn more. As I mentioned, that suspect is still at large right now, but we'll be talking with the chief again here shortly to see what other updates he has for us. Mackenzie, I'll send it back to you in the studio for now. Live in Columbus, Brooklyn Andrews, WMTV 15 News.